dabbing away at his eyes as well, Morrison now. He really is beginning to look quite banged up around the face, Morrison.
Yes, this is a very confident performance from Lennox Lewis.
He's even looking a little bit arrogant. There's a bit of a swagger about him now in the 4th round.
We're starting to show a little bit of showmanship. I think he's enjoying it in there.
Lewis is round again.
Walking down, firing punches. You mouth too many times and you're trying to go high. Right? You got to go low to high. Jab, jab to get in, low to your body, then up. Okay? Let's go.
Goodness me, they put about half a pound of grease, I think, around that face of Tommy Morrison.
Yes, he's got a lot of damage there. Lewis really picking his punches very well, very accurate, and looking very quick.
So far, Lennox Lewis fighting here like the world-class heavyweight we know he can be. But he hasn't quite quelled the spirit of Morrison yet, who lands with the good jab doubled up. That right eye of Morrison is closing. Looking out of that is going to become a problem for him. I tell you what though, for a fellow who's supposed to have a glass jaw, he's taken some big punches already, and there's another one.
Yes, Lennox Lewis is not missing with very much, but he stood up to some very good punches, remarkably well. But you see that the eye is giving him problems.
Morrison at this point is looking like a beaten fighter. Keeps dabbing away at his eyes. There's another cut, I think, that's formed there now. And I think it's getting to the point where it's dispiriting for him as the referee wants a timeout here.
Yes, he wants to tell Lewis about putting all his weight on the back of Morrison. He's trying to weigh him down. He's trying to tire him out by doing that. Very hard on the legs here when you have somebody 17-3 on your back.
Right hand of Lewis hit the gloves of Morrison. Got his arms up well to protect it. Lewis did a lot of his training at a place called the Land of Love, a honeymooners resort. There's not a lot of love being shown to Morrison here. Good defensive work that from Lewis. He took all those on his arms.
And he came out of that with a sweet little left hook inside, which caught Morrison right in the chin.
He does look a better balanced fighter since Stewart took over, doesn't he?
Yes, he's better with his work. He's tucking it well inside. Always a mistake before that, but now he's doing it well. And just landing with a beautiful right uppercut.
That has always been a particularly effective punch for him. He's won in fights in the past, Lewis. And there's another one, and it's got Morrison. He touched down there. There'll have to be a count here because he touched down. Second knockdown from Morrison, who's in trouble. Look at that face. Look at it. He can hardly see out of the right eye. It was the right uppercut of Lewis this time, who pounds in more punishment. He's having to just take wild gambles now, Tommy Morrison. But Lewis doesn't look far away from winning this, and Morrison is so glad to hear the bell. He's in pain, he's in distress, and Lewis is doing an impressive number on him so far. Did for Justin and Fortune in the last fight, though that was a bit of a mismatch, quite honestly. Delayed towards the start of round 6 here, as they're going to take some of that grease off the face of Morrison, who looks pretty busted up. Now, can he carry out the corner's orders? There's the scorecard. Big lead for Lennox Lewis on Glenn's scorecard, and I'm sure on everyone else's too. 6th round. Morrison down twice. Cut.
Again, a good combination inside. These are sickening punches. Got to be hurting Morrison.
Morrison has shown some resilience and durability that some experts doubted he possessed.
Yes, they wanted Morrison to engage in a wall. They wanted to get close, but every time he gets close, Lewis lands good punches on him.
The speed, strength, power, athleticism, and moves of Lewis. Too much, and there's another knockdown. Right hand. Mills Lane has a close look. Third knockdown for Morrison. And this is round 6. Can Lewis finish it in this round? Again, he dabs away at that eye. He can hardly see out of it now, Morrison. The end may be close.
Yes, the jab was landing flush in the face, and even they are hurting him. And a beautiful left uppercut.
And I tell you what, I think Lewis is beginning to convince some of the doubters here as he puts Morrison down for a 4th time with the left hand. Every time he gets up at about 1.5. What courage, what bravery. It's stopped, it's over. Lennox Lewis stays on track to regain the World Heavyweight Championship with what I reckon was his most impressive performance since he demolished Razor Ruddock in London. That was awesome. He looked superb tonight.
He really did, I agree. I think that was a punch-perfect performance. Everything he did had class, beautiful jab, worked well inside, and he waited till the right time. He just kept a good, steady pressure on him, and it was all too much for Morrison. You see, he really busted up, took a lot of damage, and right at the end, the jabs were even hurting him.
Great variety from Lewis, who looked so confident and focused, to use his word, throughout that. And that is a performance that's going to send a few reverberations around the heavyweight division. I mean, the possibility is that he could fight the winner of the Riddick-Bowe-Evander Holyfield fight that we're going to show you coming up on November the 4th. What a fight that would be if, as expected, Bowe won it.
That's right, that would be a fight that I think the whole boxing public must be waiting for. I think that's the one that they've always wanted since these two started their careers.
That was the last of the 4 knockdowns.
You see how well the jabs working there. 3 jabs, all landed with strength.
Poor Morrison. He just did not have the tools in the locker to answer Lewis in this kind of form. I'm going through the knockdowns for you again now. That's the last one, I think, in the round. There were 2 in that run. I think it was 5 in all. I think I said 4, 5 knockdowns in total in the contest.
And you see, Morrison was the one that was trying to work there. He was the one trying to get clusters of punches off. Lewis just tucked up very well, just came out with a couple of good shots, and he goes down.
And that was where the referee stopped it, of course, in round 6. Well, of course, the camp